Okay, before I let you go, I want to give you a website that you might want to take a look at. It's extremely important information. It's called losethename.com, and it's illegal to use the legal name on the birth certificate and also the birth certificate itself unless one is an attorney, and that website will go into that. It's pretty fascinating. But anyhow, I will go ahead and call that other number unless you can you forward me over there from your location?
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can get you transferred over to them.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Vital Statistics, Betty, may I help you?
Hey, Betty, I am trying to find someone in Vital Records that can talk to me about requesting and using a birth certificate.
Okay, is it for yourself?
Yeah, it would be for me. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you were born in Kansas.
Well, are you the right person to talk to? Can I ask you questions about that?
Hearing, yes.
Okay. Betty, it's a legal fact that it is illegal to use birth certificates and the legal names on those birth certificates unless one is a bar attorney. Have you heard about that?
No.
Okay. Well, that's the purpose of my call, is to tell you that and to ask you, would it be possible, given the fact that I'm not an attorney, to get written permission to both request using the name of the child on the birth certificate, to both request and then later use that birth certificate to breed documents such as the driver's license or passport? So there's two questions I'm looking for right there to get answered.
Okay, now make sure I'm on the same page with you. You're talking about making changes on the birth certificate. No.
It's illegal to use birth certificates. Okay, only attorneys can do that because the attorneys created the birth certificates with their Vital Statistics corporations. And so because I'm not an attorney, I would like to get written permission to use the child's name on the birth certificate and also to use that legal birth certificate to get a passport or driver's license. That's what I would like. I have to have that in writing in order to have legal authority to use that legal document.
Okay, so it's your birth certificate, correct?
No, actually the state of Kansas Corporation owns the birth certificate. All I could get was a certified copy of their property.
Okay, so you're needing a certified copy of your birth certificate.
No. It's not mine. It belongs to the state of Kansas, correct?
It's still your birth certificate. Your name and your parents' names and everything are on it.
Oh, okay. Well, then I would like the original.
Well, you can't have the original. You can have a state certified copy of the original.
Okay. Well, in that fact, I'm going to have something in writing that will allow me to request a copy of that which the state owns, and also to be able to use the state's property. If they're not going to, if the state will not give me the original, then it's theirs. So I'm going to need express written permission to use a copy of their work. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay, you can write to us requesting a copy of your birth certificate, a certified copy of your birth certificate.
Actually, I can't. And the reason I can't is because in order to request that, okay, I would have to use the child's name, and that would be copyright infringement because it belongs to the state of Kansas. They have a copyright on that.
It belongs to you.
Okay, then give me the original. If it belongs to me, then I need the original document.
No, the original state is maintained by the state.
Then they own it. The state owns it. That's corporate intellectual property then. Unless they're going to give it to me, then they own it. So I need permission.
I'll connect you with a supervisor, okay?
Okay.
This is Joe with Office of Vital Statistics. How may I help you?
Hey, Joe. What's your title there?
I'm the administrative specialist.
Okay, great. Well, let me just explain what the situation here is, Joe. I'm not an attorney. Are you an attorney?
No, sir. No.
Okay, great. It's illegal to use legal birth certificates and the legal names on those birth certificates because the state of Kansas owns that document, the original document.
Okay.
That being said, I would like to request a copy of the state's property, the birth certificate, However, in order to do that legally, I will need written permission to use the child's name on the birth certificate. That's number one. Number two, I'm going to need written permission to then use that birth certificate as I see fit, to get a passport or a driver's license.
Okay.
Is that something I can get?
I'll tell you what. Let me have you talk to my boss because he'd be more the person you would need to talk to.
Okay.
I think he went just to lunch. So he's got a voicemail. Would you mind leaving a voicemail for him?
That's no problem. What's your boss's name and title?
His name is. I know we're kind of bouncing you around here. I'm sorry about that, but that's something that I wouldn't be able to give permission for or anything.
Okay.
So I'm trying to get you to the right person. That's basically what's going on.
Alrighty.
His name is Jason Matthewson.
Okay.
And he's the section chief, basically.
Section. What is it? Like what section?
It's going to be the certification, like certificates.
Okay.
He's the chief of certificates, basically.
Well, could you give me his phone number and then patch me over to his voicemail if he's not in?
No problem at all. His actual main line. Are you ready?
Sure.
Okay, it's going to be 785-296-1420.
Okay. Hey. And you go by Joe, right?
That's correct. Yes.
Joe, have you ever heard of legal name fraud?
I have not.
Okay. If you don't mind, could you write this website down?
Sure.
It's losethename.com.
Losethename.com.
And it'll go into this a little more in depth than what I can do over the phone, but it all comes down to the legal fact. It is illegal to use that which is not ours to use. And
I understand. Okay.
Yeah, so Kansas created the birth certificate and everything on it, and they actually have a copyright on it.
Oh, okay, I'm with you. I know what you're saying, yeah.
And so unless we're an attorney, we can't use that stuff legally speaking. But as you probably know, a lot of people don't really go through the order of operations to see it this way, and because they're not attorneys. But the attorneys that I have spoken to very much get this. And so far, I have not been able to get legal permission to either use the child's name on the birth certificate or to use any birth certificate whatsoever for any purpose whatsoever.
Uh-oh, okay. That's not good.
So that's where we're standing. So I'm just trying to find out within Vital Records if perhaps they would be willing to give that information to me.
Well, I know you're above my head, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, well...
I wouldn't be able to give that permission, but...
Yeah.
Hopefully my boss can help you out and get you on the right path.
All righty. Well, we'll just go from there. Just go ahead and patch me over to this voicemail. I appreciate it, and have a good day.
No problem. Thank you. You have a great day, too.
All righty.
Bye.
Jason Matthewson
is not available. Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Hi, Jason. Joe has handed me over to your voicemail. I understand you're the section chief of Vital Records, and I am requesting some information, and it's in two parts. I would like to request legal permission to both use the name at the child's name section of the birth certificate. That's number one. And number two, if I can get that, I would like written legal permission to then use that certified copy of the birth certificate, which belongs to the state of Kansas. I'd like permission to use that document to get passports and driver's licenses and other types of legal documents that are typically bred from the birth certificate. Now, if I can't get that information, then I'm going to, and within 3 days too, then I'm going to understand that it's illegal to use the name of the child, the legal name, at the child section of the birth certificate in order to request a birth certificate, and it would also be illegal to use a birth certificate to breed any other legal documents. Specifically, this is going to be the case because I'm not an attorney. Only attorneys have the legal authority to use legal documents such as the birth certificate. Please give me an email back so we can either correspond via email or just let me know if you'd like me to call you at legalnamefraud@gmail.com. again, looking for express written permission to both use the child's name on the birth certificate in order to request that birth certificate, firstly, and secondly, if I receive the birth certificate, to then use that birth certificate to breed other documents such as a passport or a driver's license. More information about this can be found at your leisure at losethename.com. Thank you very much. Look forward to hearing from you.